Okay, guys, let's just get your initial setup. We will just use the Xero Central as the primary place to navigate the learning. So we will go one by one. So complete the initial setup task. Click on that and then hit get started. So these are all the scenarios that you will be looking at. Get started. Cool. Once you're there, you'd need to go one by one. So I'm just gonna take you through the organization settings, manage users, and multi-currency. Multi-currency is not really necessary for you to know at your early stage because it will just get you complicated. And in my experience, I have never had any scenarios in multi-currencies, so I don't bother learning or I don't bother teaching you for someone who would never use it. Very rare. If you are coming across, then you can just simply come here and learn, or it's easy as that. So the organization settings. So you would need to put up all the details once your demo company is set up. You click on the demo company and then settings, and then you would hit organization details and then upload all the necessary information. If you have a logo, you can upload the logo. The display name is the name that it appears on here. So ideally, I would just put the same trading name as the display name, and the industry that you work in, any industry. It's not legal compliance, guys. You don't need to be very detailed. So you can, it's just for bookkeeping or data keeping purposes. And the organization type is very important sometimes here. Is it a trust or is it a partnership or non-profit or any such? Ideally, sometimes if it's a trust, Australia's got trust, then you would need to put the beneficiaries and things like that. So mostly it's going to be companies. So we'll stick to companies. And then I'm based in Australia. So every businesses here would have an ABN. So you would need to type that. And then branch, not necessary, where the if it's a retail shop, where the branch is. And then the organization description, just say what blah 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 what you're doing, and business contact. So here you would need to add yourself as the contact person, put your phone number, and then you will need to download the authenticator and then get this 6-digit code so that the business is secured. No scammers trying to reach certain information. So contact information again, guys, this is not my address. So you would just need to put the addresses here, whatever you are in, email address, website for the business, mobile number, and so, and then hit save. Okay, getting back to the course. So this is what I was just showing you, organization settings, and then the name, basic information, display, you can just have read, and then the contact details, as I was saying, what are the information that you need to put, and then hit saves. And then the other thing you need to know is the manage users. So basically in Xero, you just need to subscribe it, and then from there on, if you are getting too complicated, a lot of transactions. So when the business is growing, what you would do is you would come to demo company and then click settings, users. Yeah, so currently there's only one user, that's myself there. And then you can add any number of users depending on the plan that you have. So when the business is growing and all of that, you need a bookkeeper. So you can just simply give access to a bookkeeper, or maybe an accountant. At the end of the year, you wanted to share your profile, so you just give them access. So they have all the information like profit and loss and the balance sheet to make sure that you pay the right amount of tax. So because I have subscribed for the basic thing, so if you are a proper business with a proper plan, you would have more users here. So you can just simply add more people, because I can't show you that option because I have subscribed to the basic plan. And then you can also check the login histories, what time when I have logged in. So that's again another thing there. I'm just going to run down here. Sometimes this might have certain information. So this is how the dashboard will look like. So there's the person subscriber, and then Derek Singh is the payroll admin to make payments for the employees. And then this is another advisor, Emily Matthews, might be a bookkeeper or an accountant. So you'd simply invite a user and then put all the details. So they will have to accept from their end. And then, yep. So invite users, their details, and then what sort of access do you want to give them? Are you going to give them read only? Advisor got more roles in it, and then this standard, and then invoice only. They only can send invoices. That's it. Just have a read, guys. So this has a little bit of information. And then it'll say it has been sent, and if you want, you can change the permissions, where you can reduce the number of things they can handle in the business, or you can just delete them if they leave the business. So that's how you do it. And then, as I showed, that's the login history. Yep, so that's about managing users and then putting your basic information. This should be your first step. So once you do this part, and then the currency, I'm not going to talk much about it since there's no point, but just to get through this, just have a quick read, and it'll just give you all the basic scenarios, what sort of currency that you want to trade, and then you would set an exchange rate that's basic for it, and when US dollars to Australian dollars, and euros, and then pounds, and all of that. So, and then you would have a certain questions here. You can take any number of attempts, no stress or no pressure at all. And as far as you learn, that's important. And it is must, guys. You just need to answer them. For this purpose, I'm not gonna answer them. So you would just need to do this and then hit submit and then move to the next. So that's about setting up